Good evening, viewers. I am Siddhartha sir. I welcome you all to our second video of Shid sir's video classes. Our today's topic is the Queens of Tripura. Well, I am not going to discuss about all the Queens of Tripura. It's beyond the scope of this video. But we have always discussed about the great activities of the great kings of Tripura. So today, let us discuss about a few great queens of Tripura also. And let us start with the queens of Raja Birchandra Manikya. With due respect, let me start with Maharani Rajeshwari. The Manipuri Maharanis of King Birchandra Manikya were Queen Bhanumati, Queen Rajeshwari and Queen Manmohini. Queen Rajeshwari Devi was the second Maharani of King Birchandra. Maharani Rajeshwari gave birth to three sons. They were Kumar Radhakishore, Kumar Devendra and Kumar Nripendra. The eldest son of the queen, Prince Radhakishore, became the next king after Birchandra Manikya. You all know that the king after Birchandra Manikya was one of the great kings of Tripura, Radhakishore Manikya. He was the son of Queen Rajeshwari. Now, what did Maharani Rajeshwari do for us of Tripura? Maharani Rajeshwari installed the Sri Sri Radhamadhav temple at Dhaleshwar and the Pakamba temple at Marchomuni. This Pakamba temple is popularly known as Pagla Devata. We all know about the Pagla Devata temple near the old motor stand of Agartala. And also, the Manipuri traditional festival Lai Harauba was introduced for the first time in Tripura by Maharani Rajeshwari. So, two important things of the state, the Pagla Devata temple and the festival Lai Harauba are associated with the name of Queen Rajeshwari. Now, let's discuss about Maharani Bhanumati. Maharani Bhanumati was the most favorite queen of Maharaja Birchandra. He loved her very much. But she died early in the year 1881. King Birchandra could not bear with the event of her early demise. The king was in a state of shock when he read young Rabindranath Tagore's love poem Bhagna Hriday. That time Rabindranath Tagore was not so much famous and he was quite young too. Birchandra found solace after reading this book. He could recognize the talent in the young poet Rabindranath Tagore and sent his political secretary Radharaman Ghosh to Jorashako to congratulate the poet and bestowed him with the title Kavi. So it was our great king Birchandra Manikya who could recognize the talent of poet Rabindranath Tagore and he was the first to confer him the title Kavi. This relationship of Tripura with poet Rabindranath lasted for next 3 generations. Now I am discussing about one of the most fascinating queens of Tripura, Maharani Manmohini. Maharaja Birchandra Manikya married Maharani Manmohini when she was only 13 years old. The king gave the land at Marchomuni as her share. She is credited with the construction of the mutt in Marchomuni. So the area got the name Marchomuni because there was a mutt which was constructed by Queen Manmohini in the memory of her father. She was a contemporary royal photographer who took her self-portrait with the Maharaja and considered the first Indian lady photographer. Here in this picture, what you can see behind me, you can see a portrait of Manmohini Devi with Maharaja Birchandra Manikya. It was taken in the year 1880. It perhaps the first self-portrait by a couple in India. Now, let's discuss about the queens of King Radhakishore Manikya. First, we shall start with Queen Ratna Manjari. Maharani Ratna Manjari was also known as Dhaka Rani, means Maharani was from Dhaka. She was the daughter of Maharaj Devendra Singh of Manipur. The Manipur king lost his kingdom and was exiled to Dhaka. You all know that Dhaka is the capital of present Bangladesh. But that time it was part of India and he was exiled to Dhaka. The Tripura king Radhakishore Manikya married the daughter of the exiled Manipur king. Since the queen came to Tripura from Dhaka, so she became famous as Dhaka Rani. The queen was accompanied by her relatives, maids and others, and our king Radhakishore arranged their settlement at a place near Vishalgarh. The area where the relatives of Ratnamanjari settled is at present known as Dhakarbari. You all know about the place Dhakarbari, which is adjacent to Vishalgarh. Maharani Ratnamanjari was the mother of the next Maharaja of Tripura, Virendra Kishore Manikya Bahadur. Maharani Tulsivati. The legendary queen of King Radhakishore Manikya was Maharani Tulsivati. Tulsivati was a girl from a very simple cultivator family, and she was from a particular place. The name of the place is Nalgaria, which is situated a little far from Agartala. Maharani Tulsivati made remarkable contribution in the history of women education in the state of Tripura. With her effort, on the 9th April 1894, she set up the first girls' school in the state, and the name of the school was Agartala Balika Vidyalaya. Of course, today you know this school by the name Maharani Tulsivati Girls Higher Secondary School. Even today she is remembered by the people of Tripura for her various contributions. She influenced Maharaja to establish vocational training schools such as Handloom Training Center. It was given priority. Well, in the year 1905, the Maharani Tulsivati established a separate 10-bedded women ward to treat the women patients of the state in the Victoria Memorial Hospital. So, in the year 1905, on her own effort, she constructed a 10-bedded women ward in the VM Hospital. Today, this hospital is known as Indira Gandhi Memorial Hospital, or popularly known as IGM, at Agartala. Considering the rural people and farmers of nearby areas, she set up a marketplace near her own residence, Nalgaria, and today that place is known as Rani Bazaar. Since the market was set up with the effort of the Rani or the Queen, so the place got the reputation of the name Rani Bazaar. So the place Rani Bazaar is associated with the great Queen of Tripura, Tulsivati. With these humanitarian works, Maharani Tulsivati made a permanent mark in the history of Tripura. The history of Tripura cannot be written without the mention of Maharani Kanchan Prabhati. She was the daughter of Maharaja Yadavendra Singh. She was the queen of King Birvikram Kishore Manikya. Birvikram Kishore Manikya became king in the year 1923. But after the untimely death of King Birvikram Kishore Manikya in 1947, she took over the control of the Council of Regency, which was set up on behalf of her minor son, Prince Kirit Bikram Manikya Bahadur. She played a pivotal role in rehabilitating refugees and victims of the violence associated with the partition of India in the state of Tripura. She also inaugurated the MBB College in the year 1947 in the fond memory of her husband, King Maharaja Birvikram Kishore Manikya. She was instrumental in the inclusion of Tripura in the Indian Union and signed the agreement of merger on behalf of her minor son, and the date was 9 September 1949. And after 1 month, on the 15th October 1949, Tripura became a state of the Indian Union. And today, Tripura is a full-fledged state of Indian Union. Tripura has progressed a lot, and we can proudly say that the kings and queens of Tripura had a remarkable contribution in the progress of this teeny hill state. This is all for today, dear viewers. I have tried my level best to tell some of the stories of the great queens of Tripura. I hope you have liked the video. Kindly share it, and I will also request you to subscribe to our channel. We shall meet again with another episode with another new topic. Thank you.